And we're back. I still have not found. Oh, there it is. Eh. Food. Because I need food. Eat that before it goes bad. Alright. Alright. Time to continue on this journey to wherever I'm going. I think this is where I'm going.
Quick.
Where am I at? Like, what's the region?
Leave me.
Stop!
Okay. What do you mean not suitable road?
Gah!
What a waste of money. Didn't you hear that? The king himself announced that everyone should have a good bow on hand.
I just heard that.
Why do you keep repeating?
Quick!
Oh boy.
Quick!
We're entering a big place.
Whoa, whoa. Good doggy. Good boy.
Huh. Not what I was expecting when I came here.
I've traveled the whole world, and now I will tell you the amazing things I've seen and experienced. In the south, I saw a land without end. All covered in
Dark like no other.
come and get some wonderful horse parade.
Apples. Choose the apple. Yellow, red. Buy some apples. Blessed morning to you. We're now open. Do I look like a man?
The priest is the priest.
Good day.
I'm sorry.
Hear ye! Andrea Plymouth, Bailiff of Kuttenberg, and the council as a whole are looking for volunteers to repair the city wall. Any of
Welcome. Looking for something? You're in the right place.
Greetings.
Hmm.
Nothing suits your fancy, eh?
Not right now. Just exploring.
The smell was so bad, it made my eyes water.
Hey, my lovely. Zizka told me you found something out about Liechtenstein.
If only just about him. I got a job in an alehouse, and I must have heard all the gossip about this sinful city. And about the Pope, the second Pope, Sigismund, Wenceslas, about the sickness of old men, the desires of young men, who I sometimes have to beat off with a stick. Simply everything. The tavern seems to be the fount of all knowledge.
You'll have to tell me more about the sinning part. That sounds interesting.
You youngsters are all the same, but work before pleasure. After we find Liechtenstein and free Cape Bon, we'll see.
I'll look forward to it. But anyway, about Liechtenstein. Anything new?
Well, there might be something. One of the girls I talked to told me her sweetheart frequents some nasty alehouse. And one of the regulars there recently started buying drinks for the whole house. Which is suspicious, because this fella is practically a beggar. Goatskin, they call him. They asked him where he got the coin, and he boasted that he was spying for some rich lord.
All right. That sounds promising.
Of course, it doesn't have to be Liechtenstein, but there can't be that many rich men who pay spies. And we have to start somewhere.
That's true. And you've spoken to this goatskin fella?
Not yet. I was rather hoping you'd do it. That grubby alehouse is a bit too wild even for me.
That's saying something. Well, trying to get sense out of drunken wretches is quite a skill of mine. Does this place have a name?
I'm not sure if it's a name, but the locals call it the Hole in the Wall.
I see the owner's got a sense of humor.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's a joke. You'll find it in Hotprink. There's no other alehouse in that quarter.
So goatskin in the hole in the wall. I reckon I remember that. I'll go and check it out.
Before you go, I wanted to ask. Nobody ever told me why we're actually looking for this Liechtenstein fella.
He might know where they're holding Capon.
I'm sure lots of people might know that.
But Liechtenstein's on our side. At least I hope he still is. You never know these days.
But who is he? And why is he in Kuttenberg?
He's a young noble from Jobst's council. His family have domains in Moravia and Lower Austria. He's here to gather information about the enemy for Jobst. And judging by how important it was for Istvan to find out where he is, he's a real thorn in their side. And they're out to get him.
So we're getting involved in noble men's schemes again. That means trouble.
I'll do my best not to get us mixed up in all that.
Sure you will. But it can't be helped. There's a war on, and we have to fight. Watch out for yourself, Henry. I have a bad feeling about that district.
You're not the only one.
Poor thing, but I reckon...
What happened at Nebakov? After the Praguers took the fortress?
You're asking me?
No, of course. I know you weren't there, but maybe you heard something. You know what goes on, right? I only remember that diabolical shot. Nothing after that.
That must have been really terrible. I heard the shot all the way from Troskowitz. I'm afraid all I know is when they took the fortress, von Aulitz's men hanged everyone they found there. I'm sorry, but most of ours got left behind there.
There was this healer called Clara there.
A girl of yours?
Maybe. She was really kind to me. Oh, my God.
Wait. Maybe she managed to save herself? Nobody would hang a young girl like that, would they? Oh, sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
Don't apologize. It's not your fault.
You have to live every day like it's going to be your last. That's all you can do in our trade.
Do you know if Michael, the adjutant, survived?
I'm afraid I do know. Zizka said the shot killed him on the spot.
Did you know him?
Aye. He was a good man. He saved my life once.
To your health, my friends!
I didn't know that. Do you want to talk about it?
Not now, thanks. Some other time, maybe.
Thank you. That's all.
I'm sorry I can't tell you more.
No, that's all right. Thanks.
Is there like a bathhouse? Skill teacher. Brochure. I figure once I kind of explore a little more, maybe I'll find a bathhouse. Hey, is there a bathhouse nearby? Okay.
God
Hey.
grant you health.
Bathhouse?
Good day. Greetings to you as well.
Hey. But
God bless you.
Fine day for some fine wares. Come and take your pick.
Good people, spare a groschen. Spare a few coins. God will repay you.
eh, just walk the city block.
Good day.
Oof. That house has seen better days.
Master, eh, Mutt?
Greetings.
Come this time, I don't owe you anything.
Don't bullshit me or you'll be sorry.
I'm broke anyway, so sounds
Fuck
like
yell at
trouble
each
to
other,
me.
do it don't have the coin? All right, but
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin.
what's that got to do with me? If you want to nose around here, you'll have to go through Chenyik.
Could you tell me more about this Chenyek?
In case you haven't caught on yet, he's not likely to tell you much. He's got this place under his thumb. That's all.
Now you'll die.
And where can I find this Chenyek?
Christ, you're a bit slow, ain't you? Somewhere here in the hole, I reckon. He usually sits next to Hugo. He's kind of our top dog.
Right. I'm gonna see if I can find that Chenyek.
Why did you do that?
Filthy vermin.
Oh!
For Christ's sake!
How terrible!
Wanker! Think you can face me, do you?
Now you'll die. That madman. Why'd he do it? Send my greetings to the devil. You're lucky I don't kick shit I see on the ground.
To the stocks with him. You took something from him.
Thief here!
I saw it.
Catch him!
I see you.
Give it to him.
Something from him.
What's that you
Surrender
taking from him?
at once.
Thief!
All right. You caught me. I surrender.
Keep your hand on your...
Now I'll show you, you dirty thief! Stealing from helpless people like that.
You hear me? Wake up.
All right, I'll pay. I don't want any trouble.
Now let's have a look at what you've stolen. Show me the goods. And if I find anything else on you that doesn't belong to you, I'll confiscate that too.
Take a look then.
Good. You don't have anything else on you that doesn't belong to you. In that case, an indulgence will suffice. Now be on your way.
You ought to be ashamed.
Get out of my sight! Back off! We're done here, right? So clear off. Stand here all day. I don't care.
Broken plate. Well, in my defense on what just happened, I thought He was dead.
A regular for life.
A jug of wine, thanks.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
Aye. But I reckon I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Why not?
Because I don't know you. Although the way you're kitted out, you seem like you might fit in here.
I simply have to find him. And I couldn't care less whether I do it the easy way or the hard way. So don't fuck with me, or I'll have you. Along with the whole of this lousy pigsty.
You know what? If you think you're tough, go and see Goliath in the barn in the yard. He's always on the lookout for bruisers like you. And if you get through that alive, come back here and we'll talk.
I'll be on my way.
Smart lad.
Alright. Fight Goliath.
Excuse me.
Chenyek sent me. He said you're supposed to try me out.
You don't seem worth bothering if it's what Chenyek wants. First take that kit off. Take off all your armor. Best strip off on top, or at least to your shirt. And no weapons.
Well? Should we fight?
You again? First take that take off.
Oops, wrong button.
Well? Should we fight?
You again? Fine by me. Come on then.
Oh, Christ.
I'll get you. Ha! Ha! Ah! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! Ha! 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 I'm just getting started!
I'm gonna reload that. I boogered so much of those.
Doesn't it bother you, walking around here like some kind of animal?
Now you're gonna die! Watch and learn! Wanker!
Ow!
Fuck you!
He worked you over nice enough. God's truth. But what did you expect? Goliath's our champion.
That fella's a beast.
You ain't the only one who thinks that. In any case, we appreciate it when a fella makes an effort. I can see you ain't afraid, and that's the main thing. But if you want more of the same, talk to Mole. We have this kind of contest. What was it you wanted to know?
I'm looking for Goatskin. I hear he used to come here.
Aye. Thing is, ain't nobody seen him here for a few days.
But he used to come here.
Aye. He was here day in, day out. Only this time some burly lads came here and duffed him up proper.
Do you know the men who beat him up?
No. But there were some Jews among them, and that's pretty odd. Seeing as how they don't usually get mixed up in nothing.
Why did they give him such a beating? Did they say anything?
Well, Goatskin is a right knob end. Always asking for it, he is. But I reckon this time it was about his big gob. The last week he was coming, throwing glint around. And when we squeezed him about where he got the coin, he said he was spying for some lord.
And does this lord have a name?
He didn't say. We didn't swallow his yarn about spying anyway. We reckoned he made a score and just wanted to look like a big man.
What happened to Goatskin? Does anyone know where he is now?
No word. But I reckon he's holed up somewhere, licking his wounds. Seems he stuck his nose in a wasp's nest, and he won't be sticking it out again for a while. If you're going to look for him, try it at night. He don't stray far when he's on the job. Usually between Hradek and the horse market. He goes after drunks. So I'd try asking in the local drinking dens.
All right. What does he look like, though? He can't be the only fella who likes to relieve drunks of their purses.
God's truth. But you'll know Goatskin when you see him. They call him that on account of how he got kicked in the head by a goat as a nipper. He's got a dent in his forehead you could use for a game of marbles.
Thanks. I'll go and look for him.
I wish you luck then. He ain't the brightest, but he's got a real talent for saving his own skin. Once you're done with him, come by and see us. Seems after all you're a pretty handy bloke. We could use the likes of you.
If you've got some job for me, you can tell me straight up. So what kind of work do you have for me?
A job worthy of your skills. But first, just a little test to see that you're not as dim-witted as that arsehole Goatskin. What is Wycliffe's first thesis?
Poverty and modesty are the sole and true virtues in a Christian's life. Even the church is supposed to be poor.
Nicely put, but wrong.
What?
Second question. Which estate has the greatest reformatory potential? If the monarch cannot bring about a reform, there is no alternative, and the fight against the Antichrist must be started by the common folk.
After our talk about Goatskin, I didn't think you'd know about these things.
You thought we were just paupers who couldn't count to 5, didn't you? But now let's see who's the pauper. Last question. Who is the rightful king of Bohemia?
Wenceslas. There's no doubt about it.
Indeed. All right. Now let's talk about the job. Maybe this will disappoint you a little, but it concerns Wenceslas's brother. It's he who will secure your place in our humble company.
Well, from what you said, I gather you're not spying for Sigismund. It's rather the other way around, huh?
We call ourselves the Guild. We profess the ideals of equality and brotherhood. Our only law is the Holy Bible. Worldly justice is as fickle as a common whore, yielding to those who are in power.
Justice for me or the gallows. Aren't you afraid to end up there?
Friend, one must be willing to suffer for the truth. Sigismund is a usurper. And the church and the magistrates are but a lowly whore spreading her legs for Sigismund. As long as we go against Sigismund and honor the scripture, our souls remain pure.
What if I go and tell the bailiff you're calling him a whore? Just out of courtesy, you know?
Go ahead. Perhaps you are one of the lucky ones who are not harmed by Sigismund's presence in Bohemia. Maybe you don't mind selling a piece of your conscience by ratting us out. As for me, I will go to the town hall with my head held high. But you?
Yeah, don't worry. I was just teasing you. I think the same of Sigismund. Tell me about your operation here.
We are who we are, and we do what we do. Like the early church of Jesus' apostles, in unity and fidelity to his words. I'm in charge. I plan all our missions. Goliath is the muscle. Knuckles, well, he mostly complains. But he also knows his way around locks. But we're all equal. We share the profits equally, but we don't do it for the wealth. We want to drive Sigismund out of this town.
How can I join you?
You want to join us already? I don't have to talk you into it. That's great. We're not particular about formalities. Let's just have a beer, and then you're one of us.
Here's to the guild.
To the guild! That reminds me, I'd like to throw a feast for the poor. The bigger the better.
Didn't you say you were just ordinary people with no money?
We are. And this is where Sigismund comes in. Because he's going to pay for the feast out of his own pocket.
That was a good one. How are you going to make that happen?
Me? No. You'll make it all happen. Listen carefully. Sigismund seized land down in the valley near Pach and built his personal warehouse on it, right under our noses as a provocation. There he stores fancy foods and gifts for his commanders, and for that red-bearded gob of his. Sausages, smoked meats, foreign spices, and more. Fancy delicacies from Italy, Hungary, Slavonia, and all the other shitholes where he owns land. While we're eating porridge and cabbage all the time. You will steal all the food you can carry from that warehouse. And as a nice token, you will leave there... Let's see... What would you leave there?
That cabbage you said you were eating all the time?
Brilliant! Get at least one head from the greengrocer and leave it there for Sigismund. Let him eat for once what we have in our bowls almost every day. But I'm warning you right now, no violence. Don't even think about slitting anyone's throat in that warehouse. The job isn't to punish some poor sod on guard duty. Is that clear?
Got it. What should I do with the stolen food?
You'll give it to the beggars. Let them feast like kings for once. It's not hard to find poor people in the town. Just go to the gates or churches and you'll surely come across some. There are also tents full of them in Minor Street, Church Street or Cobbler Street. When you're done, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Sigismund will be fucking livid he can't enjoy his fine sausages. Can I expect any help from you?
If you need some tools, stop by Knuckles. That's all I can help you with.
All right. I'll head out.
Good luck. Farewell, my friend.
All right. I want to... Is that Fungo skin?
That's true. But what good afford a vacation?
Oh.
But I'm not giving them a single groschen until I see
Wait. Can I go through here? What debuff do I got going on right now? Oh, I'm drunk. Don't I have? Red! It's a beautiful building.
You have a kind master.
Greetings to you too.
Oh, my back.
I'll give you a massage. Oh, nothing's in there yet.
Greetings to you.
Here, mutt.
I don't have anything.
Excuse me?
Andreas Flummel, bailiff of Kuttenberg, and the council as a whole are looking
God
for
bless you.
volunteers to repair the city walls.
Aye.
Many of you have gone to complain. The most merciful King Sigismund won't permit us to repair the walls.
The finest wares, quality goods.
Okay, when is he out and about? Uh,
Are you waiting for the sun to come up?
Rice! Hold up.
Oh, you
Taking their
breeding
time
and eating
again.
anything they come across. Soon they'll hop all the way here.
So what? It's not like they'll eat anything of yours. You don't have any fields.
No.
Careful.
What's taking so long?
You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
Alright, kidder.
I'm looking for a bloke called Goatskin. Do you know him by any chance? I heard he hangs around here.
Goatskin. I've heard him, aye. But he don't come to our tavern, that's for sure. We ain't no saints, literally. But we don't stoop to rubbing shoulders with the likes of him. And he ain't interested in us either.
Any idea what places he goes to?
Hard to say. He hangs round this area. And the word is, he's got some wench at the bathhouse in Rudda Quarter, round the corner from here.
That's all I need to know. Thanks.
I'll be with you.
Oh, get out! We'll pay these parts, eh? Good.
God, where's this day gone?
Good doggy. Good boy.
Let's go. Have an ale, and you... won't be sorry you did. I've got a canny job for you.
The customers have been singing your praises recently.
I do the best I can.
I'm glad. My God, lad. Why are you all covered in blood?
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
Do I know him? That fucker is the bane of our lives. Why are you even looking for an idiot like him?
He knows some things that I'd like to know too.
What would he know? A mangy vagabond?
Do you know where he might be?
How should I know? If I knew, I'd have told Adam long ago. He'd wring the bastard's neck in a trice. Last week alone, he robbed 3 of our customers. All German.
Why does he choose to rob Germans?
A German merchant always has more coin in his purse than a Czech one. Haven't you noticed that?
You know Goatskin's seeing one of your girls?
What? Nonsense. I mean, I wouldn't put anything past my girls, but I can't believe they choose to hang out with a vagabond like that.
That's what I heard.
Everyone badmouths whores. You know what it's like. Nobody stands up for them. But if it's true, then as soon as I found out who, she'll be out on her arse.
Thanks. I'll be going.
You're welcome. And have a word with Adam if you really want to find your goat skin. He's the owner. I reckon he'd be keen to find him too. Hey?
Wake up. Come on.
So you're doing that. Right then.
Pfui! Wasch dich! Du siehst schrecklich aus.
I'm looking for someone called Goatskin, and the innkeeper said you want to find him too.
You're damn right I do. That lousy bastard robs my customers. Deutschers mostly. And they're the very ones that pay best. What's worse, word's got around already. If you get hold of him, well, there's something I'd like to sort out with him.
I reckon we're talking at cross purposes. I need information from him. I'm not looking for violence.
We really are at cross purposes, then. Because I'm after something else. Besides the Germans. Goatskin also robbed a scholar from Prague. Jan Schindel, he's called. And I reckon he has friends in high places. Because he went straight to the city council. Not good for business.
How will it help you if I find Goatskin?
Schindel complained to the council mainly because Goatskin nicked some scholarly stuff of his. He's one of them fanatic crackpots. So if you tracked down his things and returned them to him, he might drop his complaint.
Sorry, but I need...
That's up to you, but...
Now, about that Goatskin.
What do you want to know?
Do you know where to find him?
Not the faintest idea. If I knew, we wouldn't be having this chat. I asked at the Black Horse. Dirty miners, right riffraff, that lot.
What did they tell you?
They claimed not to know anything, but they couldn't stop smirking, bastards.
I'll go and look somewhere else now.
Aye. If you do find him, watch out. He may look like a half-wit, but he's a right slippery snake.
Right.
Hallo.
Tschüss,
Ich hab Hunger.
Greetings. Hey! You're all bloody.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. I heard he sometimes comes here.
Aye. He turns up now and again. The louse. The bastard's ruining my business. 2 of my customers refused to come here again after he robbed them one night.
Let me guess. Germans?
One was for certain. From somewhere in Bavaria he was. The other speaks Czech all right. He's got a German name.
And you wouldn't have some idea where I might find Goatskin, would you? I reckon it'd suit you if he packed it in.
You bet it would. But if I knew where to find him, I'd wring his neck myself. That bitch Mary's bound to know, though. She denies it, but we all know she's walking out with him.
I thought you bathhouse girls stuck together. What have you got against Mary?
There's a limit to everything. As soon as you mess with someone's livelihood, you ain't no sister to anyone. She can marry that cripple for all I care, but when he robs our guests and ruins our reputation, she should grab him by the balls herself and... oh, never mind.
Is that all you know about Goatskin?
Ain't that enough for you? I'm not here to know stuff. in case you hadn't realised.
Thanks then. I'll be off.
If you find him, give him a slap from me. Farewell, my friend.
Okay, so that's a little Linda.
I apologise.
Still didn't show up.
Well, when I got home smelling all nice, my wife guessed straight away.
What do you need?
I want to drink.
That. Nine. You I need to talk to. Hey, no.
Greetings to you.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. You haven't heard of him by any chance?
There's plenty of fellas come to me looking to see some skin, but you're the first who wants goat skin. I've heard the name, though. He's some vagabond who hangs around the Black Horse, ain't he?
Aye, that's him. Any idea where I might find him?
I don't mix with his sort, so I reckon I can't help you. I could help you with other things, though. Go and see Madame Beata, and we can come to an arrangement. Take care. Christ! Pardon me.
Maybe next time then. What do you want?
I need a bath.
And what are you interested in, sir?
I'd like a pretty girl to take care of all my needs.
My girls know how to make a fella happy.
What I really need right now is a little taste of paradise.
Excellent. Pay up, and we can get started.
I'll gladly pay you.
You certainly won't regret it. My baths are first class.
Not what I thought. Okay, like I knew that was what usually happened, but I was hoping Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed that. I like it when a man is satisfied. And come back again any time. I'd be happy to see you. I apologize.
What, woman? What the heck am I? Am I in the basement? Nope.
Hey?
I'll jump over the wall. I have no shames. Well, that's episode, and I'll start recording when I find them. But, yep, like always, stay safe, be blessed. Bye-bye.